Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us back here at Tego Cyber's channel. We're sitting here once again with Shannon. And Shannon, I heard that you have some updates related to the ransomware world. Tell us what's going on.
There's been a couple interesting developments this week. Yesterday, the FBI put out a warning to agricultural co-ops, essentially saying that they've detected some increased chatter about potential cyber attacks as we go into harvesting season. Essentially, that the cyber criminals are looking to attack these co-ops as they're harvesting, really in a critical time for these agricultural companies. So I guess I would say, hitting these companies when it really is a critical time that they have access to their computer systems. Mm-hmm. The second thing is that we've had as well the ReEvil ransomware group, which was quite infamous and well known for attacking large organizations, large payouts. They went dark several months ago, but they now are back. Their Tor sites came back online yesterday, and they are now pointing to a new ransomware group. And this happens, I would say, a lot of times with ransomware groups. They go dark for a little while, they take a vacation, they come back either, as they're themselves, or they come back under a new name. So, I don't think a lot of people within the cybersecurity industry thought that ReEvil was gone for good. We imagined that they would come back eventually.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah. Just they go on a little vacation, heal up a little bit, and then come back ready to go to steal a bunch more people's data and ransom a bunch of stuff. Make some more money.
The thing about these ransomware organizations is that they're really run as criminal enterprises. So if you think of like the back in the mob days and stuff like that, cyber criminal enterprises are exactly the same. They're running them like software companies. And analysis of the Conti ransomware group, which supported Russia's invasion of Ukraine and then had a bunch of leaks by security researchers, shows just how these organizations run, where they have, employee performance reviews, they have HR departments, people get bonuses and stuff like that for, good code. So it's a very interesting thing to look into of like how these organizations, these criminal organizations run.
Yeah, I mean, one thing we have found over time is when people think of criminality, they often think of a short-term destructive behavior. But when it comes to massive operations like that, yeah, just like a normal company, so to speak. You can see this all sorts of documentaries that talk about the successful criminal organizations. They have a lot. They have a lot of organization and hierarchy to them. The HR thing is a hard thing for me to wrap my head around. I can't imagine you have to be super polite, but I guess that's normal.
It's interesting, though, of analysis of the Conti ransomware group. People find that, some of these developers are working for this criminal organization, but they don't realize it because they're writing, small sections of code that seem, not to be so bad. But when they're combined with other things, now you have, a ransomware code and encryption and all these things. So
that people are working for the ransomware companies without knowing they're working for the ransomware companies.
Somewhat. I wouldn't say all of them, but there are probably some out there that don't realize.
That almost sounds like a plausible deniability thing. Or they're like, listen, I just write a couple pieces of code and send it to this random person who pays me a bunch of money. But you know what? I mean, I guess it could happen. We could all be working for criminal organizations, so I guess. But anyway, Shannon, thank you again for coming on and talking about this. Any other updates you want to share?
No, thanks, Michael.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more coming soon. Have a wonderful day.